Good evening or good morning, wonderful ladies, depending on whereabouts you are joining or watching afterwards. Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! And tonight's class, I thought tonight's meditation, I wanted to make it a body scan, but also with a sense of loving kindness towards the body. If you've seen some of my posts in the last couple of days, they are about building self-trust, but essentially appreciating the body 1.0. So the one and only body that you have, the body that's been given to you from the day you are born until the very, very last. And quite often, modern society, as we go through life, we are quite often looking at our body with the sense of what it's not doing rather than appreciating what it does. So tonight I want you to bring a sense of embracing it, appreciating it, and giving it that love and kindness. And we're going to do it through the body scan. So essentially I would like us to first maybe generate that sense of nice awareness of the body. So as you see, I've already started moving. So if you feel like taking a few moments, and in particular, if you've seen my video from yesterday, I had a really, really sore neck, and it actually got worse overnight. But this morning, with some love and care and intention, I have managed to reset it. However, that was another reminder for me to appreciate everything that the body does and appreciate the way it communicates back to me and back to all of you through sensations. So take any movements to adjust. I feel a bit cold, so I'm wearing a hoodie tonight. Adjust, maybe shrug your shoulders, maybe you can stretch through the neck, maybe take some circles with the torso, maybe if you're lying down, feel free to take any movements that would make you feel comfortable. Essentially trying to create more space openness through the front of the body and allow the weight of the body to be fully supported by whatever is underneath you. So if you're lying down, whether it's the bed, the floor, the couch, if you're seated, couple of things. If you are sitting, you would like to have a tall spine. So whether it means that if you're sitting on a chair, or maybe even if you're sitting on the floor, you have something behind you for support, or maybe it's elevating your hips. So when our hips are higher than the knees, and it also creates more support for the lower back to feel lengthy. And just starting to maybe tune in into the body and how it feels tonight. And to bring that sense of love and kindness and the way we speak to ourselves, I actually want to do a small breathing practice on our throat area. So essentially, I would like us to maybe warm up the hands first. It's always good to create a little bit of that connection. And then interlacing the fingers together. And some of you may have seen that practice with me before. So we're going to take it maybe just about 5 times. So as you take an inhale breath, we're gonna reach the head back and then lifting through the elbows. And then when you exhale, side out. And then what I want you to do, I would like you to do 5 of these. And imagine that as you are opening up, so maybe imagine getting a little bit more open-minded, appreciative towards your body. And as you exhale with a sigh, imagine letting go of any maybe negative thinking, talk towards the body. So we want to inhale that love and kindness and exhale maybe not so much helpful talk. So maybe let's just do it another 4 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I just do 2 more. And maybe notice the sensations in the throat. And bring it back to center. So if you're comfortable with closing your eyes, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can always keep your gaze open. However, maybe start to draw it more inwards. And as you are drawing the gaze inwards, feel free to breathe whichever way right now you would like to breathe. So maybe it's inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Maybe it's inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. I suggest to have inhalations through the nose. Just helps us to concentrate at depth of the breath out, breath in, I should say. And with the breath out, feel free to maybe use that more of a vocal exhalation just to promote that sense of letting go as well as extending the exhalation. That might be helpful. And before we will begin an official body scan together, I just invite you to notice how you feel in the body right now. So, which particular maybe sensation in which part of the body maybe communicates back. And just a gentle reminder whenever it comes up that the body can only communicate through those little needly bits. So the tiredness, so something when something is not 100%, this is how our body communicates to us in a similar manner as I have mentioned in some other posts, just like a baby. The baby only knows how to cry. It's not its fault, it's just the way it's trying to tell that something might not be exactly as you'd like. And whenever tonight, I just encourage you, whenever you notice that there is maybe some sort of tension, some sort of maybe painful sensation, or either just even lower levels of energy, rather than creating a narrative around it, see if you can bring that sense of inhaling that loving kindness into your language, and then as you exhale, just allow that loving kindness spread out towards that maybe part of the body that feels slightly tense. And if it feels comfortable for you, I just also invite you to maybe think about one thing today that you are grateful to your body for before we begin the scan. So anytime today the mind will start to wander, feel free to bring it gently back to the breath and to the part of the body as I will be going through it. Just a reminder that tonight your breath is like this generator of the love and kindness in your inner conversation towards your body. And I invite you now to guide your attention towards your feet. Maybe if you'd like to just wiggle your feet gently just to notice the sensations there. Notice the support underneath the feet. Perhaps there is something right now that you might acknowledge what the feet do for you on a day-to-day basis. And every time, so if you are observing how the feet feel right now, I again invite you to use the breath as that inhalation to acknowledge, appreciate. Exhalation, release any tension and soften your inner dialogue. So breathing in, focus your attention and gratitude towards the body, the feet. And as you exhale, let go of any tension. You're always welcome to stay a little bit longer in a particular part of the body. to show that appreciation as well as release tension. Otherwise, if you'd like, you can continue with me and move your awareness towards your lower legs. With each inhale, bring in focus and attention. And with each exhale, softening, letting go of any tension. And then gently moving your attention now to upper legs. So breathing in focus and attention. And breathe out, soften and release any tension. Bringing attention and moving it towards your hips, area that often stores tension, not just physically but also emotionally. And breathing in gratitude and focus and attention. And breathing out, letting all the tension dissolve. Taking your time, allowing all the tension in the hip area to soften and dissolve. And then bringing your attention towards your hands. Maybe moving fingertips gently. Maybe feeling warmth around the hand area as you're breathing in that focus, attention, breathing out any tension. And then gently moving your attention towards the forearms and the elbows. Noticing any sensations and allow your breath to be that guiding, healing force. And then moving attention towards your upper arms. Breathing in attention and appreciation. And breathing out, releasing any tension. And then shifting your awareness into the shoulders area. Another area where our emotions might get stored on emotional level as well as the physical level. So breathing in that focus, attention, Breathing out and soften, letting go of any tension. Continuously notice if there are any sensations in the body asking for any adjustment, any change of the position. And then from shoulders, we move the attention towards your upper back, the area between the shoulder blades. Breathing in, breathing out. And allowing that healing energy of the breath to move down to the lower back. Breathing in, focus, attention, breathing out, letting go of any tension. And if you'd like, maybe even take another deep breath here through the whole length of the back. Maybe noticing how relaxing different parts of the back changes the sensations around the spine overall. And then gently moving your attention towards the stomach area and all the internal organs. As you're breathing in, shifting that focus towards all the important functions that the abdominal area has. Digestive system, eliminating system, reproductive system. Letting go of any tension with each exhalation. And then allow the breath to travel and the attention to shift towards your chest area. The area where you have your heart, the lungs. Breathing in as you are, fully appreciating everything that the body does, and breathing out of any tension. Shifting your attention towards the throat and the neck. Maybe taking a couple of breaths with your mouth open on the exhale, releasing any tension in the jaw. And then shifting your attention towards all facial muscles. Softening with each breath the areas around your cheeks and nose, the eyes and eyebrows, the whole face, and the whole head. Gently noticing the area behind and the top of the head, and the brain. Breathing in as you're shifting that attention and focus and appreciation to the brain, and breathing out any tension, any mental confusion, any fogginess. And then just gently shifting your attention towards the whole front of the body. From the feet all the way to the crown of the head. And then shifting your awareness towards the whole back of the body. From the heels to the back of the head. And now finally we're going to shift your attention, the focus, appreciation towards the whole body. And I encourage you to take a few times, a few deep breaths here. Noticing, maybe you can imagine that the breath is floating on the breath in from the feet all the way towards the crown of the head. And then washing down from the crown of the head all the way down to the feet. And perhaps you might notice that some parts of the body might be still slightly not quite sensitive, not quite responding. Allow yourself to maybe take another deep breath to connect to those parts. And I just invite you maybe take next 3 breaths and just as a suggestion, apply a gentle mantra. So maybe as you take an inhale, imagine saying to your body, I see you. And as you exhale, thank you. So inhale, as you say, I see you. Exhale, thank you. And just one more round at your own time. And I invite you to maybe acknowledge yourself, your body, with any particular gesture right now. Whether it's hand on the heart, whether it's giving yourself a hug, or any other different way you would like to say thank you to the body for everything the body does for you. And I also encourage you to maybe, as we started the practice, think about maybe another or the same one thing that you would like to say thank you to your body for right now. Maybe there are multiple things now. And just take a moment here and notice how it feels to give thanks to the body, and notice how it feels for the body. How does the body respond when you are treating it with those words and feelings of kindness, love, and connection? And I invite you to stay here as long as you would like, especially if you are lying down and perhaps listening just before going to sleep. And I would like to acknowledge you for this practice, for building this self-trust between you and your body, that amazing body that is given to you as a gift from the day one until the very last. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. Have a good evening or day, depending on where you are in the world.